طيبة التعليمية، مدرسة كل أسرة.
الحصة صبر والقصة نجاح، وطموحنا نشيله لأحلى صباح، نبني وطن متعافي وصافي، وخالي فتن مسكون أفراح، وسلام ومحبة وتنمية واستقرار وسماح.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اليوم إن شاء الله حنبدأ حصص التركيز لمادة اللغة الإنجليزية لتلاميذ مرحلة الأساس الصف الثامن، على التلاميذ أبناء التلاميذ وبنات التلميذات الاهتمام والانتباه لما نقدمه لهم من معلومات ثرة إن شاء الله يستفيدوا منها ولمستقبلهم ولاستعدادهم لامتحان شهادة مرحلة الأساس. والشكر موصول إلى قناة طيبة التي فتحت هذا المجال لنقدم لكم هذه الحصص النموذجية في كل المواد، من عربي، رياضيات، إنجليزي، كل المواد. اليوم هنبتدي في الحصة بتاعتنا محصورة في كيف للتلميذ أن يستوعب السؤال، لأنه فهم السؤال the understanding of the question is the half of the answer. When you know the question, what the question is about, it means that you see the half of the answer in your hand, and it is very easy for you to complete your answer, and your answer will be right. We are start with WH questions. We start with WH questions. If the question starts with which, this is a question about a place. السؤال بدأ ب where. The question started with where. This is a question about a place. إذا السؤال بدأ ب where معناه سؤال عن المكان. In your answer should be give a place. For example, where are you from? Where are you from? This is a question about a place. The answer, I am from Kosti. Kosti is the place. If you do not mention the place, your answer will be wrong. If you do not say the place, your answer will be wrong. For example, also, we have two sorts of answer, either a place or a location. Locations like in, on, under, over, between, in front of, behind, after, before. This is locations. For example, if you ask your mother, for example, where is my book? You do not find your book. You say, ask your mother, where is my book? Mom, where is my book? She is going to say to you, your book is under the bed, under your bed, in your bag, and between the table. This is location. The question of them with where. Sometimes location in, on, under, over, between, in front of, tell you the place in which the thing is. Okay? Also, place. For example, place like towns, villages, market, school. All these are places. Pharmacy, butchers, and so on. These are places. The question about them is where. Where is the butcher? Where is the butcher works? He works in the butchers. Where is the teacher works? He works at the school. He works at the school. School is a place. Where are you? Where do you live? I live in Kasala. Kasala is a place. Omdurman is a place. The market is a place. The chemist is a place. The butcher is a place. Or this is the question about them with where. If you, for example, answer where is the question and you say the place or write the place, you are going to have the half of the answer. Here we have when. When is the question about the time. It means that if the question starts with when, in your answer there should be a time. The time can be our 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or night, or morning, or the afternoon, or Sunday, the days, the months, the years. All these are the times, and the week, the night, and so on. The question about them is when. When do you go to school? I go to school at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the time. So, when do not come to school? You say, I do not come to school on Friday. Friday is the time. When do you have your exam for the final exam? I have my final exam on March, for example. March is the time. It means that when the question started with when, this is the question about the time. يعني السؤال لما يبدأ بوين سؤال عن الزمن. الزمن ممكن تكون الأيام زمن، الشهور زمن، السنين زمن، فترات اليوم morning, evening, afternoon زمن، sunrise, sunset زمن. In your answers you should mention, you should say a time. Who is a question about the name of a person? Who is a question about a name of a person? In your answer there should be a name of a person. اسم شخص يعني who is a question about a name of a person يعني سؤال عن اسم شخص. In your answer should be a name of a person. في إجابتك لازم يجي اسم شخص. For example, who is your Arabic teacher? Sami is. Sami is the name of a person. We started Sami is, Ali is, Muna is, Muhammad is, Mustafa is, Usman is. This is a question when? It's a question about the name of a person. Here we have whose. Whose is a question about the possessive. Possessive means ملكية يعني. Whose دي معناه حق منه. حق منه لما when you say ده حق منه, it means that you are showing to say the owner, the one who owns the thing. تذكر لازم تذكر اسم المالك. Whose car is this? It is Umar's car. Here the question with whose has three sorts of answers. Three sorts of answer for whose. Whose عندها ثلاثة إجابات. For example, if either to mention the name of the owner, for example, Umar's. We have S here. This is, we say, this is S الملكية يعني. It means that Umar's car. Umar's car يعني عربية سيارة عمر. So when you find apostrophe here and S separated from the name, this is not for plural, this is for the possessive. Or they have possessive pronouns, adjective pronouns, and for example, my, your, his, her, our, their, its. There are 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is, we call them possessive pronouns. يعني ضمائر ملكية. For example, I say this is my head. For example, we say this is his head. This is my head. This is your head. This is his head. This is her head. This is our heads. This is our teacher. For example, you see your teacher pass and you are more than one. You say, this is our teacher, and هذا أستاذنا. This is their car, their family. This is their house, the بيتهم. This is for the singular of an animal or a thing, for example. For a singular, for example, if you have a bird like this. This is a bird. This its eye. This its eye. Its eye يعني هنا. This its leg. You see? This for the animal or things. For example, we have, for example, this is a table. This is its leg. This is the leg of the table. Its leg. Okay? We use it for singular. You see? And we have, for example, whose pencil is this? If it is yours, you say, this is my pencil. If it is owns to somebody else, you say, this is his pencil. Okay? If, for example, whose teacher is this? If it is your teacher, you say, this is my teacher. If you are more than one, you say, this is our teacher. If for the other people, you say, this is their teacher. And so on for the others. But we have another sort of answer for whose. Instead of this, we say, my book, your pen, his car. You see here, then the name, the thing that you own. The name comes after the pronouns. My book, your pen, his car, our house, its legs. Here, but we find something before this. The pronoun comes before the name. This is pronoun comes before the name. The name comes after the pronouns. My, your, pen, his car, and so on. But sometimes we say mine instead of my, yours instead of your, his, hers, we add s, our, we add s, theirs, we add s, its, it has s. This, the difference between this and this we say, this book is mine. You say mine comes after the book. Here, mine comes before the book. Okay? This is your, this book is yours. You say yours comes before the book, and this teacher is ours. You say ours comes before teacher. You see, always this comes at the end of the sentence. You see, this comes at the end of the sentence, which has s at the end, comes at the end of the sentence, and the noun comes before it. But here, the noun comes after it. The pronouns comes before. Here, the pronouns comes after. You see the difference between them? Take care of them, because the examination always comes that which comes at the end of the, after the noun. Okay? Now, take, this is it means that it has three sorts of answer. Either to mention the name and add S separated by apostrophe. This is, and the others, which my, his, ours, theirs, and so on. Let me to move to another, the why. Why? Why is a question about the reason. Reason السبب. يعني السؤال لما يقول why means that لماذا. When you say لماذا, you should say a reason. Why is a question about a reason. For example, why does Muna wear a coat? Why Muna wear a coat? We say because it is cold. Here, why also has three answers. Why has three answers. When the question is started with why, we have three answers. One of them begins with because. Other start to, and after it, infinitive verb. Infinitive verb يعني because to infinitive verb يعني فعل مجرد. We do not add to it anything. Or one start with for plus a verb, but not a verb, but ended by ing. For example, why does Muna wear a coat? We start with because it is cold. ليه منى لابسة فانيلا؟ Because it is cold. لأنه الجو بارد. The weather is cold. Okay? This is one. The second, why Muna wear a coat? We say to warm her body. To warm. شوف to after it. To warm her body. To make her body not hot or not cold. To warm her body. This is to. You see? And after it a word with infinitive. Or for making her body warm. You say making after for. These three answers. In the examination may come this to you, or this to you, or this start with you. Take care of them, or you are going to lose marks if you do not know the answer for why. Okay? Let me to move to which. Which is a question about the choice. Which is a question about the choice. الاختيار. For example, you have many things and you should select one of them or to choose one of them. For example, which color, for example, we say, which here, which pen do you prefer, the green or the red? You should choose one of them, either the green or the red. The green, the answer is the green. You choose the green. This is for, but also, which is also we use to mention the name of, to mention, use, which is used to mention the name of an animal or a thing. يعني use دي which دي بنستعملها for mention the name of a person we say who. For mention the name of an animal or a thing we use which. إذا سؤال عن اسم بشر بنستعمل who. إذا سؤال عن حيوان أو شيء بنستعمل which. For example, which animal has long nose? Which animal has long nose? يعني حيوان أنفه طويلة. The elephant is the answer. Elephant is an animal. طيب. Which thing has four legs? شنو الشيء اللي عنده 4 كرعين؟ ذكاء is. The table is. All this is for the name of a thing, and this is the name of an animal. The question about them is we ask with which, start with which. This is take care. If you don't answer the question, don't answer any question unless you see the beginning of the question is the key of the answer. The beginning of the question, if you understand it, it means that you have seen the key of the answer. Where? It means that in your answer should have a place. When? In your answer should have a time, like 7 o'clock. Who? Means that is a question about the name of a person. You should mention a name of a person. You say a name of a person. Whose is a question about a possessive, al-malakiyya. It means that either to say the name of a person and separate it from by apostrophe and add s. This is s. If you do not put this and you add this, it will be plural. It will be wrong. It means that this is a car. Or a pronoun, his or her or our or their or mine or yours or his or hers or so. Because why is a question about the reason? Why is a question about the reason? It means that so this is about the reason. You know that as sabab. Why is a question about the reason? Why does Buna wear a coat? Because it is cold. When we say that there are 3 answers for this, either by started with why or answer because, or it started with to and after it an infinitive verb, or for and after for a word which has ing at the end of it. What plus name or pronouns? What name and pronouns? This is a question about the job. job مهنة، يعني السؤال بوات زائد اسم أو ضمير، ده سؤال عن المهنة. مثلا هي what is his mother؟ يعني شغالة شنو؟ she is a nurse. A nurse is a job. What is your brother? He is a doctor. What is your father? He is a merchant. All this merchant, doctor, mother, nurse, and so on. This will be a question about the job. A question about job, what plus name or pronouns. For example, what is your father? Oh, what is Jelly, for example? You say Jelly is a teacher. Teacher is a job. Here, I will to make sure that you have understood. We have answer here and we have answer here. Does Usman go? He goes to Kasala. It means that Kasala is the place. It means that the question will start with where. Why? Because Kasala is the place. Here, yesterday. Yesterday is the time. Did Ali visit Madani? It means when. The time, it means the question about, the question starts with when. Here, Jelly. Jelly is a name. Jelly does. It means that the question starts with who. It is Alice's house. This is a possessive. The question started with whose. And because, it means that the question started with why. He is a fireman. This is a job. This means the question, what? Arabic, it means this. This is the choice. Which subjects? Yes. When you read this, you are going to see your answer. Where does Osman go? He says he goes to Kasala. He goes to Kasala. Kasala is the place. Who teaches you English? This is about the name of a person. Jelly. Jelly is the name. Why do you come to school? Because I want to learn. Because it's the question about why. What is Muhammad? Muhammad is a fireman. A fireman is a job. Which subject do you like? Arabic. Arabic is the choice for the other subjects. This, if you know the answer well, the question will be easy for you to start it. First of all, think about the question, what is it about, then after that you answer. This is what I want you to do, because if you do not know the question, your answer will be wrong. So, because the knowing of the question is means that you are going to be able to answer it. Okay? I hope that you are going to answer the question, to find this question in composition or in a subject else. Okay? We have here, we have a booklet for you. You can use, you can buy. This is for the literature for the two books, The Black Tulips and The Tale of Two Theses. This you are going to find in book works, and you are going to buy to help you to understand the two stories of this. Thank you very much for attending this period, and I will be able to continue for the next time. I hope that you understand what I said about this, about the WH question, which are very important for you to keep them. First of all, think about the question, what is it about, and after that you answer. Don't try to answer quickly. Think first, then after that answer your question. When you not answer, if you do not think about which question is about and you answer quickly, you are going to make a mistake. And this is very bad for you, because you are going to sit for the examination. So make sure that to understand what each one word of this means. When you know this, it will be easy for you to answer the question correctly without making any mistake. Is it clear for you, all of you? I hope that you understand what I said, and I hope that you try to practice it in your examination or in your books whenever you find where or when or who or whose or why or what plus name or pronouns or which, you are going to know what each one of them mean. For example, where, it means in Arabic aina. When, it means in Arabic mata. Whose, it means in Arabic mean, man, and so on. You can go in to answer the question, and it will be easy for you. Thank you very much for attending this period, and I hope that all of you have understood what we said.
متعافي وصافي وخالفة مسكون أفراح وسلام ومحبة وتنمية واستقرار وسماح.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سنواصل إن شاء الله حصتنا عن كيف للتلميذ يعرف الكلمة الأولى من السؤال، لأنه الكلمة الأولى من السؤال بتقودك إلى الإجابة. The beginning of the question is the thing that the words that you guide you to the answer. If you do know the first word of the question, it means that the answer will be easy for you. At least you are going to get the half of the answer if you do not know the other of the to complete the question. If you say, for example, we learned last period that WH question, we say where is the question about a place. In your answer, if you mention a place, it means that you know the question is about. Also, we have when. If the question is started with when, it means that this is a question about the time. In your answer, there should be a time, either a day or a month or an interval of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, or the times 7 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so on, or night, or day, or week, all these, or the years. When you mention them, it means that you know that the question is about the time. Also, we have, when the question is started with who, it means that this is a question about the name of a person. It means that in your answer, you should say a name of a person. When you say a name of a person, it means that you know what is the question is about. Also, we have, if the question is started with why, it means that this is a question about the reason. In your answer should be a reason. We said that we have three sorts of answers to this question. Either to this question is the answer included or has because, or to and after it an infinitive verb, or for and after it a word has an ing, current, for example. If the question is started with whose, this we said that this is a question about a possessive, malakiya. It means that in your answer, either to mention a name of the owner, the name of the owner, and separated it by s, separated by apostrophe and s, or to say a pronoun, possessive pronouns like he, my, your, his, her, our, their, its. Or another answer may be mine, yours by adding s, his, hers by adding s to her, theirs, so on. If the question is started with what plus name of a person, what is Ali, what is Usman, what is Muna, what is Muhammad, what is Sausan, it means that this is a question about a job. Or what is he, or what is she, or what is I, or what is you. This is a question also about the job. You say you should mention a job. You say he is a doctor, he is a merchant, he is a farmer, he is a grocer, and something like that. If the question is started with which, it means that this is a question about the choice. From many things you to select something and say it. Or it is a question about the name of a person, of an animal or a thing. We said that was, for example, which animal has long ears? We said it is a rabbit. This is the name of an animal. Which thing has 4 legs? This is, for example, a table. This is a question about a thing. I think you know this, so you should take care to think about it before you answer. Now we are going to have our new lesson about how questions. The question which is how. First of all, look at the word how and see the word after how. The word after how will guide you to the question which is about. Let us to see, look at with me here. Look, here we have after how we have many. After how we have many. If the question has how after have many after how, this is a question is about a number. It means that in your answer should be a number. How many boys are there in the classroom? There are 13, 14, 17, 100, 1,000, millions, this number. If the question, for example, how many fingers have you got? The answer is 10. 10 is a number. 10 is a number. Okay? Because the question, in the question there is many, it means that this is a question about a number. If the question after how there is much, this is a question about a quantity. Quantity means kimia. Here, many always is a question about countable noun. Countable noun. And we have uncountable noun. We have two sources of nouns. We have two sources of noun. We have countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns that you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Uncountable nouns that you cannot be able to find. You cannot be able to count. For example, countable like there is book. We say books, more, 1 book, 2 books, 3 books, 100 books. We add s here. Yes. Man. We say men. Men. 10 men. The plural of man is men. Circle. We say circle. Circles. This is 3 circles. 1 circle, 1 man, 1 book. 2 books, 10 men, 3 circles. This is countable that you can count. But uncountable nouns that you cannot be able to count them. For For example, all the liquids, for example, tea. Okay? Milk, this is uncountable noun. Okay? Cheese, cheese. Sugar, oil. Okay? These we call them uncountable nouns. You cannot count them. Water. These uncountable nouns, always before them there is either is or was. But for countable noun, for the singular is. But for the plural, this we say are, because are and there is s, or something, or plural. This is are for plural, is for singular. But here only there is or was in the past. Okay? We say, for example, how much is about a quantity. Quantity like tea, like milk, like cheese, like sugar, like oil, like water. كمية يعني cannot count. You see, there is much water in the river. There is much water in the river. Water is uncountable. Say we use is. We use is. But here we could there are many books on the shelf. You say here there is, this is countable, we have s. Here we have there are. How many books are there on the shelf? There are many books on the shelf. There are 10 books on the shelf. There are 100 books on the shelf. Okay? This is, you can count, for example. But here, how many water are there in the river? There is much water in the river, or there is little water in the river, because the opposite of much is little. Here, the opposite of many is few. There are few books on the shelf. Few, the opposite of many is few, but the opposite of much is little. Here, this is for uncountable noun, and this is for countable noun. Here, how much also is a question about the price. بكم يعني. How much is your bag؟ يعني بكم شنطتك. How much is your trouser؟ بكم بنطلونك. Here you are going to mention a currency. You know currency? عملة. For example, you have different kinds of currencies. We have different kinds of currencies. We have dollars. We have pounds for Sudanese, pounds, جنيهات, dollars. We have yen. We have dirham. All this is currency. This is a question of, this is for the price. When the price have dollars, money, this is money. When you have money, it means that is a question about the price. When you ask about the price, you use much. How much is your shirt? It is about 200 pounds for Sudanese. 200 pounds, 200 جنيه. 10 pounds, and so on. This is the price for the price. How much is about the price, and how much is about the quantity. About the quantity and about the, here we see, how much sugar do you want? This is uncountable. 2 spoons of sugar. This is uncountable. How much is about the price? How much is your bag? Become 100 pounds. 100 pounds, this is a price. Sir. How old is the question about the age? Age. You know age? اللي هو العمر. How much is about the age? How old is your how old is about the age? How old is your father? كم عمر أبوك؟ 70 years old. Always we have years old. 70 years old. 10 years old. 6 years old, and so on. Far is a question about the distance. Distance means المسافة. بعد المسافة. How far ده كم تبعد. How far دي كم تبعد. How far is about the distance. How far here, how far is Kosti from Juba? It is about 400 kilometers. You say here kilometers. This is kilometer. We write it like this. We abbreviate it like this. تختصر like this. Here kilometer it's very long. We start with 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. We add S. Here 400 kilometers. This is for the distance. How long is about the length of time. Length of time يعني طول المدة. يعني دي طول زمن. طول المدة. How long is about the length of time. For example, how long does it take from Juba to Kassala to Kosti. كم تأخذ من الزمن من جوبا لكوستي. 1 hour by plane. 1 hour by plane بالطيارة يعني. ساعة بالطيارة. 1 hour by plane. 1 hour by plane يعني 1 ساعة 1. This is a length of time. ده طول مدة. A length of time. 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. This length of time. ده طول مدة. طيب. How heavy is about the weight. weight معناها الوزن يا جماعة. weight دي وعندنا weight تنتظر. weight this is weight. WAIT weight ينتظر. أما دي weight هنا was. The same pronunciation but the difference in meaning and in spelling. Here how heavy is about the weight. how heavy دي سؤال على الوزن. كم يزن. how heavy كم يزن. How heavy is your bag. يعني كم تزن شنطتك. How heavy is your bag. 2 kilograms. You say kilograms also باختصارها بنقول K for kilo, G for gram. 1 gram 1 kilogram يعني 1 كيلو. 2 kilograms K G is لأنه this is 2 ويضيف S. Here 3 kilograms 3 kilograms by adding S. How tall or how high is about the height. height الارتفاع يعني. height for height الارتفاع. For example, how high is جبل مرة. يعني كم يرتفع جبل مرة. It is about 3000 feet. الارتفاع بعد بتاع الجبل ما بيغاز بالامتار بيغاز بالاقدام من سطح البحر. We say 3000 feet يعني 3000 قدم. 3000 feet. We know the plural of foot. جمع foot ما بضيف اس. We say feet. جمع tooth اللي هي سن. We say teeth. You see teeth like men, man, men, woman, women, child, children. Okay, this child, children. For child, طفل, child. جمع children بضيف REN. REN ده الجمع. One child, 2 children. Okay. Now we know that. How many is the question about? We say, what do you say? Number. Yes. Like how many fingers have you got? 10. 10 is the number. How much? Here كمية. quantity قلنا الكمية. How much is about the quantity. سؤال عن الكمية. والكمية طبعا عندنا هنا. This is how many is about the countable noun. But how much is about uncountable noun. We tell you what is countable nouns and what is uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns that you cannot count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Countable nouns that you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and so on. Okay. How how much also has three sorts of how much for the price. You know price sale. We say how much is your trousers, بنطلونك. It is about, for example, 300 pounds. It is about 300 pounds. ودي دايما بيكون فيها about the price we have dollars or pounds or yens or dirham. Here, how old is a question about the age. We say age. age معناها العمر. يعني كم من العمر؟ كم يبلغ من العمر؟ We say how old is your father? 70 years old. We always after mention the age, you say years old. How far is the question about the distance. وقلنا how far ده عن بعد المسافة. كم تبعد. We say distance معناها مسافة. We say how far is Kosti from Juba. We say 400 kilometers. You know kilometers اختصرناها ب KMS. How long is the question about the length of time. يعني طول المدة. كم من الوقت يعني. We say how long does it take. يعني كم تأخذ من الزمن from Juba to Kosti. 1 hour by plane. By plane يعني بالطيارة. 1 hour دي طول مدة. 2 hours, 3 hours and so 1 month, 3 months, 3 years. How heavy is the question about the weight. اللي هي الوزن. How heavy is the question about the weight. كم يزن. We say how heavy is your bag. كم تزن شنطة. 3 kilograms. We say باختصرناها بالكيلو K grams G. And this is because more than one we add S. How tall أو how high is about the height. اللي هي الارتفاع. How high is كم يرتفع يعني. How high is جبل مرة. It is about 300 feet. قدم يعني. 300 feet. The plural of foot is feet. Okay. Now let us to see that if you understood or have understood or not. Look here. We have sentence, a question, but the beginning of the sentence, the question is absent. We do not mention. I want you to mention according to the answer. We do not know you should mention why we have pupils in the classroom. The answer 40 pupils. 40 is a number, is it? 40 this is a number. And we have pupils in the plural which has S. It means that the question starts with how many? How many? Why? Because there is a number and this is okay, and this is 40 pupils. Here, do you want? T is uncountable. So, glass want. 2 glasses of tea. It means that this is T is uncountable. So, we are going to say how much. How much. Because this is uncountable. Is your car 50,000 pounds? This is price. So, the question about the price, how much also. Here, 13 years old. This is the age. The question about the age, how old. Here, 300 kilometers. This is the distance. The question about the distance is how far. Here, 3 hours. This is the length of time. The question about the length is how long. How long. Here, 30 kilograms. This is weight. The question about the weight, how heavy. Here, 25,000 feet. This is a height. The question about the height is how far. How high. Here, the question about the tall. How it is about 10 meters tall. How tall? This is also a height. This is, if you know that, it means that when you answer this question, look first at the second weight, not the first weight. The first weight. We know many, for number, much for the quantity, much for the price, much for the, yes, for the price, all for the age, far for the distance, long for the length of time, heavy for the weight, and high and tall for the height. But about the means of transport, for example, bus, lorry, car, or donkey, or something like that, we say how do. Without this, when you find without this, how. After this, no one of this, it means this how do, how did, how does. This is a question about the means. This means اللي هي الوسيلة. By car, by lorry, by bus, by or on donkey, on horse, on four, and so on. This is what you should know about this. Okay? Now, as I advise you, I think that we completed all about how to answer the question. I advise you, first of all, read the question, think about it, what is it about, and after that you should answer. Don't try to answer the question unless you understand what is the question is about. Most of the students who makes mistakes try to answer quickly the question without thinking what is the question is about. When you look at the question, you are going to get the answer correctly. Thank you very much for attending our period and to listening to us. I hope that you have understood what we said. Goodbye. شكرا.
الحصة صبر والقصة نجاح وطموحنا نشيله لأحلى صباح نبني وطن متعافي وصافي وخالي فتن مسكون أفراح وسلام ومحبة وتنمية واستقرار وسماح.
طيبة التعليمية، مدرسة كل أسرة.